That clip is so freaking hilarious. I can't. I cannot. I cannot with that clip. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another Uso King. It's not a live stream. It's actually a pre-recorded video. Um, Actually, it's going to be one of the first of many videos. Um, this is going to be one of the most recent videos that is going to be published, but I do have some older videos that I will upload at a later time for you guys. Um, I decided that I was going to do some reaction videos to you guys for you guys, and because basically, I need to broaden my YouTube channel to more than just streaming videos for you guys. Uh, so it's going to require a lot more work on my end, but hopefully, as the word gets out, I'll have more subscribers and therefore more followers for my Twitch channel. I'm going to try to split my time up in between YouTube and Twitch as well, seeing how I can stream on both of those platforms. But for pre-recorded videos, it would be mostly just YouTube. Um, and so it's just a form, just another platform for me to get my content out there to gain more followers and to get a bigger community, basically, in the long run. So that's what I plan on doing. This reaction video is basically going to be one of the newer series or newer sets about the newer animes coming out this year in 2021. So, I heard about this. It was actually um, requested on my Crunchyroll um, channel. Uh, and it looked kind of fun. It's another isekai, which I do like the isekai genres for the most part. Dying and reincarnating in a fantasy world, basically. I'm a big isekai fan. And so, you know, it has all the themes that I like. And so, um, I decided I was just going to try it out. And one of my favorite isekais, which you guys probably like as well, is that time I was reincarnated as a slime. Um, this one is called I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years and Maxed Out My Level. So it had slime in there, and then I knew it was an isekai as well as genre, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. After that time I was reincarnated as a slime, I sort of been like looking out for slime mangas and anime just because that one really it it basically threw a loop in what is known as the general idea for most things. Because everyone knows, if you're a gamer, if you're an anime watcher, slimes are basically considered the starting point. Like, they're super weak, but there are different kinds of slimes out there that do different kind of things. But for the most part, slimes are usually considered the weakest of the weak, along with goblins. But we know from uh, anime like Goblin Slayer or manga, um, I think it's RE Monster is what it's called, where someone got reincarnated as a goblin, and that's really good as well. Um, so I'm going to be doing some anime reactions. I'll do some manga reactions as well as some Korean webtoons. Um, Solo leveling is getting better and better. Basically, I love solo leveling. Um, I probably won't do reaction videos for that because that's more of something for me, and I've read it from the beginning up until the most recent one that just came out, 147, just came out earlier this week. So I probably won't do that. I want to do something where we can both enjoy at the same time, where if it's good enough for the both of us, we'll go through it together, basically. So, without further ado, we're going to do episode 2 is already out as well for I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years. So, we're going to do episode 1 and episode 2, okay? And hopefully, we'll be able to cut out enough of the video. Okay, I'm still learning with reaction videos about the copyrights and everything, so it might be a little trial and error with this video. Okay, guys, so bear with me if this video gets banned or copyright striked. Um, I'm going. It's a learning process for me. But without further ado, let's start out this anime. 50 days in it. Oh, what is this guy's name? Okay, this guy is very magical girl esque. Okay. As for most isekais, how goes, that was an anticlimactic way to die. Really, dying from overworking. Hmm. All right, so she doesn't seem to be very out. Well, she's outgoing, but she doesn't seem to have the basic the the basic. She doesn't seem to have the basic feelings of someone who's reincarnated, especially if they got reincarnated into a fantasy world. Um, Basically, she just seems to want like a quiet life, which is kind of is somewhat new because most isekais start off with, oh, I realize I got reincarnated. It's just like the mangas and animes, right? I'm gonna get powers, or I can have powers, just like RE0 or ReZero, however you want to say it. Uh, and then he got hit with his. I'm not gonna spoil that if you haven't seen ReZero. Um, that's a pretty interesting isekai to actually watch. All right, let's get back into it. Yep, slimes are pretty common in any isekai. Village of Flata. Not a very inspiring name. All right, we about to see a status. Wow, just like that, 300 years passed. Oh, she's so nice. I have something to drink. Wait, what? That's some math right there. This is a lot of information being thrown at you right now. And here we go with the generic I don't want to stand out trope. And the more someone doesn't want to stand out, they stand out even bigger. Okay. Where'd she learn that spell? So she learned how to freeze dry. And of course, like, what were the other three there for? Because they just stood there. They didn't do anything. Someone being nosy. Okay. Alright, what the hell is this? Okay. Usually said by someone who gets their ass kicked. Okay. Okay. How did her she defeated the dragon? That just happened. Oh, rumors spread fast here. So she's seen as a good witch, protector of the town. Now, I know most animes have omelets and they talk about like putting ketchup on the omelets, but in this fantasy world, is that red sauce ketchup? Do they actually have ketchup in this fantasy world? It just make you think. Who's this chick? Oh no. She's the dragon, isn't she? Yep. Yep, she's the dragon. I should have known. Why was the dragon saving money? I don't understand that. Did she fall in love? Oh, even worse. I got a whole Genos and Saitama feel from this. Uh oh. Free labor. Okay. And someone who's long lived, just like her. Yeah. She died from overworking. Okay. I mean, too bad the real world isn't like that. But that's what makes an anime. It's fantasy. But I didn't need that big of a house for. It's only two of them. That's like just asking for trouble. Oh, you have a big house. You're gonna have extra rooms. So it's like foreshadowing. Like more people are going to fill up that house. Okay. So it seems pretty interesting. It seems more comedic than adventure action, like I'm really used to for my isekai um series, like my isekai anime that I really like, which is not bad, but there hasn't been any. There wasn't an instance that just made me like laugh out loud. Um, but it seems pretty enjoyable. Okay, we're going to check out episode 2 as well, just to see. See if this is something we're going to continue to enjoy. Um, as I said before, I love anime. Um, I love other cultures really, and so I grew up watching anime. I grew up watching, you know, the first anime that I have ever seen was Vampire Hunter D. This is back when I was in high school, so this is before 2004. So I want to say it's like 2002, 2003, because I think I was like either a sophomore or a junior. Um, and on TV at that time we had Cartoon Network had a series called Toonami. And Toonami, you had Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. You did have like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and Digimon. Those were the animes I basically started off with and grew up with. But the first anime that I actually reached out to watch on my own that wasn't syndicated on network television was Vampire Hunter D. A friend, a classmate in school, actually had the VHS form. And when I said VHS, I mean, some of you guys probably don't know what a VHS is. The video cassette tape that you had to rewind to watch the whole thing. You couldn't stop and click on a space you wanted to get to start it, or skip an intro and stuff like that. Like, you had to sit there and endure, or you had to manually like fast forward and stop yourself, um, and manually rewind to the best parts to rewatch it. Um, but yeah, Vampire Hunter D was the first one that I sought out, that wasn't syndicated on television. And since then, I've just been on a roller coaster of anime. Not so long after that, um, I got into reading the mangas. And, Books a Million and Barnes and Noble usually had a section for anime and mangas. And when I found out, most anime uh, originated from mangas, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read the manga first and see how it's different. Because whenever something is made like a movie or a TV series is based off of a book, you find out that there are a lot of stuff that can't be portrayed on screen from the book. So you miss a lot of content and details from the book that wasn't that didn't transfer over into the movies or the TV series. So, um, and I've always been a bookworm, so I like reading manga. And I was introduced to One Piece, and before One Piece was animated, I actually read the One Piece manga, and I liked it. And I every volume that came out, I would go to the local Books a Million and read. Usually, depending if there's a Books a Million near you, if they haven't already shut down, but you could just go there and read the books. They usually have like couches and spaces. They had really nice, comfy seats that I would sit there and grab all the manga that I could, grab me a spot and sit there, and I'd be there for hours. And right around this time too, I had my provisional license that I could drive, so I would go after school sometimes, take my brothers with me to the mall, and just read for hours. So sometimes, if I could actually get away with it and be without my brothers, I really stay there till the mall closed and then go home. Um, I was really excited when One Piece got the go ahead to be animated. A lot of people don't like One Piece because how it started off as an anime. Um, it was really cheesy and campy, I will admit. Um, and I've told people not to watch the For You Kids version, because the For You Kids, oh gosh, they completely effed up. They completely effed up One Piece. I didn't like how they just, Sanji smokes a cigarette, not sucking on a lollipop. Sanji is a womanizer, okay? like that's just a couple of things that they screwed over, and the innuendos that are made, same innuendos are that are made in American cartoons and stuff like that, but because it's from Japan, they the English dubbed is so horrible, and they don't portray the tensity, the tenseness, the tensity, the anxiety. I'm trying to figure out the right word. Um, that that the Japanese voices carried over. Like it's just so it's a lot different. But when you're watching an anime, if you started watching the anime in English dub, it's really hard for you to switch over to the sub because you're used to the English dub voices. Just like for most people, like Dragon Ball Z. Most of us know Dragon Ball Z. We know the English dub voices. When you watch it in Japanese and you listen to the Japanese voices, it feels like it doesn't fit and it feels like something's off. It just takes some time. But I've I could I didn't really like the English voices. I watched the One Piece anime as the English versions first. I didn't really like the English voices. And by that time, I've always watched my anime subbed. So I'm used to watching an anime and being able to read the subtitles, but still enjoy the whole content of the whole screen as well. Whereas, like, I've gotten so used to doing that most of the time when I'm watching something, even I'm just watching regular TV, an American TV show, I put the subtitles on because it just feels right to me. Like I'm more comfortable having subtitles down where I can actually read and watch at the same time just because it just feels more natural. That's how much subbed anime I watch. Whereas my day to day life, I have to have subtitles for anything that I watch or play. In my gameplays that you've seen, you've probably seen that I have subtitles on. Like, yeah, it's just that's how hardcore ingrained it is in me. Um, but I love that's a big ass mosquito. Okay, I'm about to freak out now because that mosquito just flew past me. Did you see where that mosquito went? All right, we're gonna pause this video right now because I'm gonna have to figure out where the hell that mosquito just went. Okay, so we're gonna pause this. I'll be right back.